So yeah, y'all, I just wanted to be on here on video real quick and just chop it up with y'all. My phone died when I was on earlier and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm in live right now just because I'm in a shopping center. I'm with Mama Goddess and whatnot. And I'm not even here. I'm not even let me tell y'all how the harassment start. I come to the shopping center, my mom come to get some stuff in the store and I'm with her and I'm waiting for her to come out and literally while I'm in the shopping center it's two unmarked officers. Like two I mean one unmarked officer that came around twice. He came around 2 times, you feel me? Now then like for no reason, you know what I'm saying? Like on some crazy shit. Then not even 5 minutes after that, a mark comes in. A mark comes in and he comes in. I have no reason to I'm gonna show y'all. You know, he comes in from like this direction, right? And then he comes over here and passes me going this way. I'm showing my phone. And then over there, right? I'm about to show y'all my fingers. I go in, I tell my mom. Then he came back in because now he comes in from this direction. And then when he came in from this direction, then he came and was leaving. And he might come in again. I'm just making y'all aware because this is the type of stuff that, black people deal with when we be in shopping centers and stuff. I'm with my mom and it's still like the level of harassment. You hear what I'm saying? But this is stuff that like why this is happening to me. All of these people, I'm not gonna put them on video, but y'all know I'm in a regular shopping center. All of these people are in the shopping center and they would see and know that harassment is coming to me because I'm a black man and they're like making it seem like I'm trying to do something and they'll just look at it. You get what I'm saying? They'll just look at the shit, y'all. You know, and that's what they'll do. You know, this is the type of abuse, but the same way that we deal with that, everybody's gonna feel like that about our son. You know what I'm saying? About this radiation that's on the planet, about that ozone layer being removed, because it's the same level of abuse. You get what I'm saying? All black men, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Being a black man is the hardest job in America because you don't gotta be doing nothing at all. You can get hurt by your own people. You gotta worry about the slave catchers. You get what I'm saying? Don't matter if you doing some fucked up shit or you not doing some fucked up shit. It's like they circling around you like sharks. You know what I'm saying? Making you feel like you're doing something wrong even when you ain't did nothing. You feel me? Like real shit. It'd be like little psychological games and shit. And you got to ignore they mental games, but even when you ignore their mental games, they'll step it up a notch, and then they'll really jump out there. There's levels of the harassment, basically what I'm saying. But this is a real reality in which us black men really face. I can't even come to a shopping center with Mama Goddess without being harassed or alluding to your harassment. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you'll actually be approached, but then sometimes you won't be approached. They'll just circle around you wherever you're at, like basically like we're watching you. You know what I mean? And you minding your own business. I'm here with my mom. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm tapping in with y'all because I put they bitch ass on video right now. I'm waiting to put their ass on video honestly, because I don't be playing with their ass. I literally be I be exposing shit. Y'all know what I be, and I'm gonna be at time wherever I'm at. I'm talking genetics. I'm talking the sun. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking children. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking anatomy. You know what I'm saying? For real, y'all. Y'all know I don't be playing about that. So I'm on a mission. I don't know what I'm a goddess here, but I'm on a mission, y'all. I wish I would have got on live and because I would have showed y'all. If I see him again, I would have showed y'all. Y'all gonna be like, oh my goodness, like you really going through that? But y'all gotta remember, where is Mama Goddess at, man? Where the fuck is she at? Y'all gotta remember, like sure.
Why you keep walking away? I have my iPad in that in my bag.
Cause I was seeing what was taking you so long. You said that you was just at the register. I thought you were just coming out. I didn't. Um, no, I just really just want to just get right and get my mental right real quick and just get away from this area. I'm about to put these people on blast. Like, about to put these people on blast. You know what I'm saying? It's funny as shit because whenever you be about to put their ass on video,
So you take my bag. I have to get
that's when they be trying to like switch it up and shit. You know what I'm saying? How you do all of that? You come in here with an unmarked, and then you come in here with a mark. When he passed me the first time when I showed y'all from the direction, I literally smiled at him. I started laughing because I'm just like, bro, your anatomy is shutting down, bro. Slowly, whether you realize it or not, and you still trying to harass a black man. You like, damn, let me just fuck up whatever I can while I'm here, you know? It's like that type of energy. Look. And there you go right there, y'all. Look.
What are you talking about?
Dang, I didn't catch him because of uh, the same slave catcher that keeps driving by here and shit.
Well, let him drive by. What's the big deal? What the hell would they ignore it?
It's harassment. It's harassment. That's why. You know, that's another thing we got to stop doing. We got to stop ignoring the harassment. Anything that we know that's being done to us, that's foul play. We got to start addressing it, y'all, and stop having cognitive dissonance about it, because this is something that every black man can vouch for. The levels of harassment when you're not doing nothing at all. You could have just got off your job. You know what I mean? We all deal with that shit. Everybody know we deal with it. You feel me? But it's like everybody act like it's just not a problem, or you know what I'm saying? Just because it's not happening with them. You know, and that's what I'm mainly tired of, y'all. I'm so tired of that shit. I'm so tired of that shit, y'all. I am so tired of that shit. Damn, it's 29 in here, y'all. I feel like y'all about to see. I feel like y'all about to see some shit. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like y'all about to see some shit. You feel me? I'm just charging my phone for a little bit. I'm about to go in there, but I'm just like, damn, no. You feel me? So if he come back around, he gonna come back around from this side, from that side that I showed y'all and shit. You feel me? But I be on their ass though, cause it's like the levels of where they go to, like trying to create shit that's not even there and shit. It's insane. It's so insane. Like you can't even take them serious, y'all. You feel me? I'm gonna be real with y'all. Said my girlfriend's mom said that too. Sometimes she goes down. Sometimes she goes down. I mean, I don't know what you talking about. Um, Bro, acting like the ops about to spin the block. Fuck you mean? The boys is the ops. Fuck is you talking about? Nigga, that's the biggest gang in the world. Is you stupid? Is you dumb? You must be inorganic. I hope you inorganic saying something like that. Because if you organic saying something like that, please get the fuck off my live. You know what I'm saying? Dumb as hell. I'm telling y'all, the lack of ignorance with us, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all, the type of person that I am, y'all. There's no cut cards with me. So if you get on here saying some crazy shit, I'm gonna call you out. I don't give a fuck how you feel. You feel me? I'm the same person in person too. You feel me? Nigga gonna say, nigga acting like the ops. I actually really had ops though. You know what I'm saying? I come from a city of ops. You feel me? I come from the craziest city in America. You feel me? Fuck is you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, I actually have ops. You know? But I don't look at them like ops, because it's like, when it's somebody that got a problem with you, and of course you're gonna have to defend yourself, whatever, if needed. But you grow past that, you outgrow people. That's that person having a problem with you. It's not really beef, you know. It's just you're gonna have to do what you got to defend yourself if necessary. But that's not really beef though. You know, beef is like when like you got a problem with me and I got a problem with you. Most of the people that got a problem with me, I don't even know y'all niggas. You feel me? I don't even know y'all niggas, and y'all niggas don't know me. You feel me? Niggas just be talking out their ass saying anything. And I get it. I know people like, you know what I mean? Creoles too, you feel me? That make you feel like you got power on this live. Hey, go ahead. Have at it. You feel me? Nah, I'm not being a good slave right now. I'm not working right now. I was just out getting some sun, went on a walk with Mama Goddess and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just charging my phone briefly. Yeah, I did say that. I hope y'all don't. I know a lot of y'all on here because a lot of y'all. Shoot, is that an unmarked right there? It'd be funny if it is. No, I don't think it is. But that's crazy that y'all, man. Hey, when I say this world is desensitized, let me tell y'all, this world is desensitized. You know, I know people. That's why everything is shutting down how it is now. That's why the sun is shutting all this shit down. The frequencies, the energies that's hitting this planet, all this other shit ain't allowed to stay, including the people too of that energy. You feel me? That's why this shit is happening right now, because y'all, a lot of y'all don't get what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that came on here like yo said that y'all probably would want something to happen to me. Like, well, let me get on the live. Let me see something happen to him. Let me see him get harassed. Like, why would you want to see that shit? Y'all should be like me, trying to bring attention to that shit happening, knowing that it's wrong. But instead, y'all want to see that just happen to somebody. Come on now, fuck is wrong with you? You know, heal. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see another black man get harassed. I don't want to see nobody. I don't even want to see a white man get harassed. I don't want to see nobody get harassed. You know, I was saying that for like if it happens, I'm about to get that shit on video. That's what I meant. But I go through that all the time though. I just don't be putting it on video like that. You know what I'm saying? I get approached all the time by the boys. You know what I'm saying? All the time. So much I don't be getting it on video because a lot of times if they talk to me, they know I'm not doing nothing and they just trying to harass me for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Or off somebody that doesn't know me trying to make something look like. You know what I'm saying? So they just got to see it. Then they start talking to me and they see how smart I am. And since they approach me, oh yeah, I'm going to ask them about their occupation and how it started, the foundation and all of that. I am going to mention that they the slave catchers. I'm going to do all of that. Respectfully too, you know? Respectfully too. I don't be playing about that shit, y'all. But his hops forced him in bed. Hey, I love y'all. Hey, bring me attention. You know what I mean? I don't care if y'all say some negative shit, because I know as long as it stays on here, we Gucci. Y'all can say whatever comment, whatever floats your boat to make you feel good on this rising while you on my shit. Hey, that's how you feel. That's what it is. You feel me? I know it's going to be people that have negative stuff to say, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look, I could give a fuck about that shit. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Like, trust me. I'm a real Aquarius. Ain't nobody changing about how I want to go about something or what I want to do, how I want to do it. You fucking crazy. Y'all fucking crazy for that. And are you from Largo? Oh, you from Largo. You're from Largo. I'm so confused with what's happening right now. Then why are you on the live if you're confused? Get the fuck off of it. This is my live. I really realize how the neurological problems. It's crazy because my dummy, Kalai be talking about this shit, right? He be saying the same shit. He be like telling people like, if you so irritated, why are you on my live? It's the neurological problems. If I'm irritated with something that someone's saying or I don't care about what they're saying, I'm not going to stay on their live. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to check on them. But those are the neurological problems, you know. A lot of people that people are don't like or like, what the fuck are they on or da da da. In any way feel negative in their personal opinion towards whatever it is they're expressing. You have the right not to be in this live. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to stop getting on my live if I want to get on my live and talk about whatever I want to talk about because somebody, oh, there they go right there, y'all. Look, lying or not. That's his third time. You know what I'm saying? I know he wasn't far, cause I already know how they move, y'all. I even though I'm from Baltimore, y'all gotta realize anybody that's been out in Northern Virginia, y'all know how Northern Virginia, y'all know how Fairfax is, y'all know how Loudoun County is. Huh?
You know what happened at the Safeway yesterday?
What?
In Northwest? The guy came in there.
Ma, I don't even. Can we not talk about the reason why I don't? Because it's gonna trigger me. You saying that right now? Because I feel like you saying that because we at a Safeway. If that happens, something happened in Northwest, ma, that's out the that's not out here. We in the Commonwealth, ma. That's not why he's circling this because that happened in Safeway, ma. I'm from Baltimore. I'm from over east. Oh yeah. Oh, you can put people on timeout. Oh, I'm about to treat him like a little kid then. Look, put user in timeout. 24 hours. Largo, you've been on timeout for 24 hours because you're from Largo. Oh shit. Damn, seems schizophrenic. Oh, you too? Timeout. You know, yeah, sometimes you gotta do that to people. I don't know. He said something about someone coming around, but I don't know what's even happening. But I'm invested now. I appreciate you, Chris, being invested, bro. I'm invested in you too. You know, for realizing that for whatever reason, if you feel like you want to be invested and watch my live, it ain't about like trying to point out whatever you don't like. If you're interested for whatever reason, you're like, I'm gonna just watch it and just leave it at that. I appreciate that, bro. You get what I'm saying? Cause I just had to put two people on timeout and shit like they little kids. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. I'm an adult. I gotta put another adult on timeout. That shit's crazy. You feel me? But like I said, y'all, it's a beautiful time. I didn't get on this live right now to really talk about anything serious. I kind of just wanted to just vibe with every. Before I really start, I'll tell y'all. Before I really start going like on live and really talking about stuff and shit like that, right? I'm gonna I'm gonna just be on here a little bit because y'all gotta think about it. Y'all gotta think about it. I was on earlier and I had like a really good live earlier, but my phone died. And when my phone died, you know, it just shut the whole shit down because my phone died and shit. You feel me? But it's just crazy though. This is why like I know I'm supposed to be here because I see like the ignorance. I see how more people just started hopping out, and coming in, as like they thought something serious is about to happen. It shows like how attached to negativity people are, you know. But I didn't need to get on this live and see that to see that. I already know it's like that. That's why sex sells. That's why the ignorance of music, the violence. That's why the times of generations is how it is. Like I know how and why all this is you know what I mean? Why it's going on, how it is. It's sad, but it's a reality. You know, people connect more to negativity than positive vibration or something that's going to be really good for their health. You know what I'm saying? Them going forward. You know, not knowledge of any sort. A lot of people don't like that. You know, people would rather, you know what I mean, attract negativity, give out low vibration, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's real. Enjoy the rest of your day, goddess. Peace, power, abundance. She was nodding her head and stuff. You know what I'm saying? She like, yup, yup. Hey, I'm looking crazy right now, y'all. I gotta freshen up and shit, but this is real though. You know what I'm saying? And she came out. And she came out and she went in there real quick. She about to get whatever she about to get, but she was like this. She was like yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, um, you just said you don't care about any negativity comments, but just put two people on mute. Yes, you do. Oh yeah. I'm Aquarius, bro. If you bet, I'm gonna tell you right now, you gotta get used to me contradicting myself, bro. I'm Aquarius, bro. I might say a lot of stuff that you might feel in your personal opinion, like you just said this and you did this, bro. That's with me, bro. I'm Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you that right now. You should get off the live right now if that got you like that. Cause I don't care what I say. And any reason I feel like blocking somebody, I'm gonna block them. Matter of fact, I'm about to block you right now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like like look y'all. Look y'all. Can I shout out my name? Can I shout out my name? Yeah, yo. Shout out you, yo. You know what I'm saying? I hope all good with you and your family and all of that. Stay focused, stay positive. You know what I'm saying? We in the last days. Um, y'all know this shit only gonna turn up more from here. Well, I'm gonna explain y'all just some stuff that's happening real quick, right? While we go forward, just some stuff, some simple stuff that's happening. That's like definite, whether y'all believe me or not. Cause I'm on here. Y'all know I value y'all. I'm on here. I'm about to go and brush my teeth and all of that, wash my face and all of that. But I value y'all. My life is real. My stance is real. But I'm a soldier out here. You feel me? And that's something real, you know? Yeah, y'all. So y'all know me. I'm on a mission every day. This war. So once you realize that as a black man, and you realize how we're divided and stuff, you realize you realize what you got to do going forward as the sun is finishing separating us, black and Latino people from the complex cell organism, anybody with animal DNA. You know, this is a beautiful time for us, y'all. There's no denying that the sun is separating us right now. You know, everybody knows it. Everyone's just catching up. You see who's looking like tomatoes. I'm saying this respectfully. You're seeing what species is looking like tomatoes. You know, the sunscreen isn't helping. I'm gonna be real with y'all. The exercise isn't helping. It's people are right now making videos. Be honest with you, it's even Latina women that's making certain videos talking. Like, you can look them up if you think I'm lying, and they're melanated. They have a biological connection, but they're still not neuromelanated like me. Like, I'm the sun in the flesh, literally. You get what I'm saying? Like, literally, down to my atoms. It's different with me. I really convert sunlight into chemical energy. I absorb the highest frequency, you know, from the lowest. I emit all of that also. I emit radiation coming from out my eyes. You get what I'm saying? Like, for real, you know? This is real spill. I have no reason to lie to y'all. But like I said, I just wanted to tap in with y'all in a little bit. I'm sorry that I had to block a couple people while I was on here, put people on timeout like little kids. Y'all sit your ass down in that chair. You feel me? Be still, don't move. Or else it's gonna be another 24 hours. You know? I'm being nice because I could just, you know what I mean? So that's real. Um, but yeah, like I told y'all, make sure y'all get a lot of sun. The radiation is enveloping the whole planet right now. We in a microwave. This shit is beautiful. Even when it's cold, that has no effect on how the radiation is affecting cells, atoms over time. Um, yeah, y'all. And I don't know. I just wanted to say that to y'all. I really value y'all. I'm really gonna tap in with y'all and really touch base on like a lot going on and stuff like that. But I love even, but I do like that Yo did say that to me, because the reason why I like that he said that to me, because this is almost like practice for me, right? Because as my fan base has been building, like, I started going on my lives on YouTube, and I stopped, and I started. You look at all my viewpoints; they all on Instagram, on my Instagram, and like on TikTok and stuff like that. I wasn't even on here, but I started coming on here again, just because I'm not on TikTok and Instagram no more. Like, I deleted the apps and all that. And I ain't fucking with them. You know what I mean? But it's like, uh, I'm saying this to say, like, y'all, if I show this guy how red he look, like, he look like a tomato. Like, if I put him on, bro, like, I don't be trying to be mean, y'all, but it's like, I'm gonna have to start shoving really what hurts here. I'm gonna have to really start shoving it in y'all face so y'all can see what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? On like a real spill type of time. Like, um, I'm hoping for the best for everybody, but I know what's happening going forward. But when you said that about the comments and stuff, I'm almost done.
I'm not moving.
I'm not.
I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit.
Um, I'm glad Yo said that, because I am a type of person, like, me going forward. I realize, like, I can't. I know that there's always going to be people that's going to have an opinion that's possibly negative about whatever it is that you're doing. I don't care who the person is that's the most popular doing whatever it is, their craft, whatever, right? There's people out there that don't like that person and that they're doing that for whatever reason is irrelevant. You get what I'm saying? Please understand what I'm saying. Like, don't matter what you do or how you do it, right? There's gonna be people that's not gonna rock with you, are gonna try to trigger you, say something negative about what you're doing. Like, that's always gonna be there. So you can't focus too much on it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, yeah. Like, I just deleted them three or whatever like that. But like, y'all think that when I'm actually on my podcast, when really be spiraling, like past times, or even like yesterday or the day before yesterday, y'all think that I was deleting people in the comments. Normally, I don't even read the comments, y'all. I just go about my podcast speaking about anatomy and talking about the stuff I need to talk about. You get what I'm saying? And that's just that. I don't even read the comments, because what I'm giving out, the information, it's not based on people's comments or whether they're liking what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's just me giving out information of what's true facts of what I know, and who's going to see it, they're going to see it. Who doesn't see it, they're not going to see it. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to be able to fathom it, comprehend, they're going to be able to comprehend. Who can't, they can't. For whatever reason why they can't, it don't matter. That's not part of my business. You feel me? So really understand, I'm on a mission. And what I'm on, it's not around validation. You feel me? It's not around validation. I don't need people to validate me. Everything that I've been right about, that I spoke about, from the radiation, the planes crashing every day, the planes flying lower, us being in a microwave, anatomy changing, all living organisms, DNA from whether you have a biological connection or not, how it's connected to the money and da da da. Everything that I talked about, y'all, I didn't do that to say, okay, man, I hope when I get on live, I get the 100 people, and the next day I got to get 150, and I got to get 200. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be thinking like that. I don't care. Whenever my stuff goes up, I have a lot of people, or I have no people at all. But I don't pay attention to none of that when I be on my lives. I just speak from my soul, how I feel, whatever that is in that moment, and I keep it going, y'all. You feel me? So yeah, I just wanted to tap in with y'all in a little bit. Like I said, the universe do protect me, even within all the times I am approached by the slave catchers. You get what I'm saying? In all ways, like I'm always gonna be protected because my stance is too righteous. There's nobody in my area that's talking about anatomy. Not one person. You know, there's nobody around me in this shopping center, in the DMV area. There's nobody in Maryland. There's nobody in Baltimore. There's nobody in DC that I know that's talking anatomy about us being a whole separate species. You get what I'm saying? And us being neuromelanated, and really what as far as us going forward and the protection of all children with the flat out attack that's on all children and stuff like that. I don't know people that's speaking on that stuff. I just see everybody trying to run away from it as it's being forced to the front, and consequences are being played out due with what Mother Nature is doing right now. You get what I'm saying? That's all that's happening. Mother Nature just tearing this shit up because she took a hold and knows that these people aren't gonna ever take accountability. They're gonna run till they not here no more. That's obvious. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? The shift is just what it is. I value y'all. Um, this was our biggest test. All children are gonna be safe, but definitely our children. Um, our children aren't gonna be subjugated to them no more. We're gonna have real freedom, right? I was explaining to Mama Goddess earlier, y'all. I'm gonna just say this to y'all briefly. I was telling her, I was like, I was like, think about it like, if you have a Doug, right? You got a Doug, and you bring that Doug in the house, even if that Doug is when they're in the house or apartment, whatever, they're not in a cage, they're not in a closed cage, right? But you just let them in whatever you have, whatever, right? And then you let that Doug go outside, or when you go on a walk with that Doug, every time that Doug goes outside, they're thinking they're more free than just off of them just not being in the house, right? So they thinking that that's real freedom. Now you think about that from a standpoint of how we get attacked, how we be getting locked up for stuff, even when we not doing nothing and shit, right? Every time that we get locked up, all the because that builds trauma over time. And psychological damage is the worst damage. It's worse than physical. That's why people can get beat and they heal from the wounds, but that trauma could stay with them on their next going relationships for the rest of their life if they don't heal it. It could be real detrimental for them. So like they'll give us this trauma, and you gotta think about it. Majority of people around us, regardless of their genetic makeup, being out here in the masses, just outside, right, in the regular life as we deem it, go to work, whatever you do, right? You think that you're actually free as an organic being because you're not in jail, because they got those cells. You get what I'm saying? If those cells wasn't there, if that wasn't there, right, and you was out here with this way, these infringed ways, this ideology, it would be that much easier to see the destruction and really what is done to us / during. You feel me? Like, but because we have modern day plantations and stuff, you just happy you're not in there. You feel me? You like, damn, I'm free because I'm not locked up. I'm not in prison. You get what I'm saying? But the whole time you're out here, you're not free though. You feel me? You're not free at all. You know what I'm saying? Anything down to the natural way of us being like, moving like, thinking like, if you go about stuff in that way, it's going to be consequences that you're going to face around it. That's done like that strategically, That's done. That's premeditated. That's orchestrated. You feel me? That's real genocide, right? We know even in a 3D state, if you harm someone or you murder someone, isn't it more worse, right? Oh, let this plane go by real quick. I forgot what I was even gonna say just now. You feel me? Because my mind is moving so fast. It's so much. But it is something that I do want to say about someone. Someone said like sounds like schizophrenia, like some comments back or whatever. I'm not gonna lie, like, I definitely got a chemical imbalance in my brain due to the abuse of a woman that I messed with, that is still alienating me from a child that worst case scenario might not even be mine, you know, and that could be why she's you know, trying to avoid the paternity test, you know, or even worse, if that really is my kid and she's just being more petty, just being bitter off of how long she's already separated, not even just me from my child, but my mom, my whole family that I was born into, you know. You know, and that's something that happens often with us. That's a whole nother conversation because I do want to get into that one day and speak on a lot of that type of stuff with modern day women, you're melanated and neuromelanated, about thinking they're making the right decisions by holding the child because they're keeping them away from certain people that they in their personal opinion feel isn't for their growth or development. But what do you mean? Even with you having your kid and blocking your kid from your brothers and sisters or the family on the other side, what do you mean? You got a system controlling the whole growth and development of your child like 7-8 hours a day. That if you don't go about it like that, you gonna go to jail for truancy. What do you mean? You feel me? Like, just because you choosing certain people for your kid not to be, that don't mean that you could got full control and development of your child. You crazy. Our children are subjugated to these people right now. The same people that fed our children to crocodiles. Like, really understand what's going on. This shit isn't a game, you know? It's a reason why it's stuff that like they don't want to talk about or they take a lack of accountability about because the shame is so bad and they did such wild stuff to have you think that this is reality how we're living today, to have you think that you should be capitulating within that educational system, to have you think that you should be having your babies in their hospital. You get what I'm saying? They have you thinking that they got to give you all of these shots, and as soon as you even have your baby in a hospital, that they take them away from you real quick. You feel me? You know, that you think that it's okay that your children got to be indoctrinated within the educational system, to be indoctrinated with lies, you know, on every core subject in which they teach, right? You think that's okay. You hear what I'm saying? You think it's okay that the base thing that everybody damn near eats is most detrimental and more addictive than cocaine, which is sugar. And it's being fed to your children and all the medical practices and all of that shit. They got lollipops sitting there for your child. And you gonna fuck around and grab it and get it too and give it to your child, you know? Not even knowing, thinking that you're doing the right thing for your child because you don't understand how detrimental sugar is for all anatomy, not just us neuromelanated beings, even a complex cell organism, you know, that breaks your bone marrow, your immune system. That shit is terrible, you know. But sugar's like the main thing that's in everything though. Sugar's damn near in shit that you don't even taste it in. You get what I'm saying? And it's given out so regularly. You get what I'm saying? It's given out so regularly on all levels. Even when you go into a store, you go into a store, in any Safeway grocery store, you go into the main line of like the place with the food. You think about it. How tall is like an average 4 or 5 year old, right? You know that height, how tall they are. They got candy in that size waiting. So the height of your kid, literally right at his height. You know what I'm saying? That's there in position, literally for your kid to see. So he begging you, and you don't even know how detrimental sugar is, and you gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna get you. What you want a bar? You want some chocolate? You want a Reese's? You know what I'm saying? You happy? You can get a whole bunch of candy for your child. You know, messing up the growth and development of their brain while it's still developing. You know, nah, it's a lot of wild shit going on, y'all. But yeah, though, I do got a chemical imbalance as far as from a standpoint of me. Um, Even though I'm very very smart in the knowledge that I have, as I'm explaining stuff, which kind of like just happened, you know, I'll forget what I was saying. You know what I'm saying, and shit like that, just due to like all the abuse of me escaping this narcissist and stuff like that, and still, you know what I mean, being attacked literally right now through my child, you know, and stuff like that. So it's like, um, and the match also not really schizophrenic, but I got PTSD. You know, I've been in a lot of shootouts. I seen a lot of death. I seen a lot of people killed. You know what I'm saying? You know, my little brothers almost took from me like twice back to back. You know, I've been through a lot. If anybody that's been through these situations, they probably kind of on edge too. You know, or certain stuff can trigger certain stuff of situations, instances that occurred in their life. That's not abnormal. You know, and yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Now, life definitely is very, 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 very real. Um, but still, how you choose to go about it, what you choose to pay attention to, that plays a big part in you going forward in your growth, right? Um, yeah, right. You know, it's insane, bro. It's insane, you know. And all COVID is, I'll let y'all know what COVID is. Y'all know, because there's no cut cards with me. respectfully, because I know I got respect for all species. You know, me understanding genetics and anatomy and really what's happening with everybody right now. I'm not wishing for nobody's demise. I wish that it never even got to this level where we at with the radiation and how it's affecting people's body anatomically, right? But all radiation, I mean, all COVID-19 is that's just ARS. That's just acute radiation syndrome. It's an overload of radiation in a short period of time. Now I can't have an overload of radiation in a short period of time. That's impossible for me. You know, even if the sun is hurting me right now, it's due to what I'm digesting, what I'm eating, in ways that I could have complications where maybe I could faint or it could be fatal. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what I'm putting in my body, and how that radiation is affecting it. Stuff that shouldn't be in me. You know, but anybody that's unnatural, that's not on my genetic makeup, aka like the Europeans, the Arabs, the Asians, you know, anyone that's not neuromelanated, anyone that has animal DNA, is different with y'all. You know, because that's why, you know, all the people that was so-called dying from COVID, because black people so-called die from COVID too, right? That's why I'm telling y'all, I'm trying to explain this to y'all. Because, you know, first people be like, what do you mean? Like, black people was dying from COVID? Like, what? Since this radiation didn't just increase just now. Like, it's been increasing, like, for the past, like, 4 years. You get what I'm saying? Like it's been on and off, but the steady class of even consistent C-class players, the atoms have been open, you know? But literally, yeah, that's all it is. It's an overload of radiation, you know? And y'all seen how people were signing out. Um, and like I said, if I'm lying, look up what acute is called. ARS, an abbreviation, and look up the symptoms of that, and tell me if not they're not the same symptoms of COVID. Y'all let me know. You feel me? Yeah, the blood clots, massive shots. Yeah, them shots was a direct them shots was a direct, what do you call it, towards neuromelanated beings with our genetics. You get what I'm saying? Like that, a lot of them shots had like aborted fetal cells. The MR, what's it? The MRC. I forget what this shit is called. But a lot of shit in it though, y'all. I mean, but people know even when they have those things, it usually takes like 10 years, takes like some time to get it right, and like how fast they had it developed and shit. That should have already been. People should have picked up on that. Like this is the first one that's ever been made this fast. You know, like people should have picked up on that. It's really sad. You know, it's insane. You know, but a lot of times I'm misunderstood. The thing that hurts me the most, y'all, and I'm getting goosebumps as I'm saying this shit right now. The thing that hurts me the most is that my heart is so pure, and because I'm so passionate about what I speak on and what's actually been done to my species, you know what I'm saying? People with my genetic makeup, that's the sun in the flesh. It comes off like I'm being racist, or it's fear mongering, or it's hate speech, or I want people that's not natural to die while they're still abusing me, right? But like it's not even all of that. Like I'm just glad, like literally while I'm talking to a guy that works in the store, like you're seeing the people that want to run away from truth. It's like as they're being heard with truth, it's like they're making it seem like it's like they're like, oh, here we go, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, what the fuck? What are you living in? This shit is shutting down. I'm sorry that people that know truth, or me as an organic being speaking on this, is that I literally should have put the camera on him, y'all. Like he looked over and he seen it's so the truth hurts so bad about what's going on. People don't want to face it, and they think them ignoring it and them having cognitive dissonance is stopping the consequences what's taking place on the planet. Y'all see what Mother Nature's doing. Y'all see the earthquakes. Y'all see the wildfires. Y'all see the floods. Y'all see everything that's happening what Mother Nature is doing. But the main thing that what Mother Nature is doing that they're not talking about is this radiation and how it's affecting DNA, even more than the weather anomalies, the atrocities. Way worse. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is more real than what makes you up as an organism. You change it anatomically from the inside out. You know what I'm saying? Over time. You know, that means your phenotype is going to change. What are y'all changing into? What is everybody? Actually, I'm saying this. I'm not saying what everybody. I'm saying what are y'all changing into your complex cell organism? Because y'all share DNA with different animals, gene sequences of several of the same animals that make you up as an organism. So that phenotype is changing. I know what my phenotype. I know what I'm changing into because I know I know what I am without this vessel. I know I emit all the colors of the whole light spectrum. I know I'm the true Egyptians, the Indians. You know what I'm saying? I know the colors. I know what that rainbow means to me. You know what I'm saying? I know what I look like. I know I'm not even supposed to be these coppers. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm really supposed to be breathing in hydrogen. You know, I know I'm green, blue, yellow, red. You know what I'm saying? Why y'all think y'all see a lot of us them colors on them old Egyptian pictures and writings and shit like that? Because that's of a vibration. It's an aura. It's a biofield. You feel me? Um, you know, I'm explaining. I'm not really trying to get into a lot of stuff. I'm just throwing shit out there. But I swear, anything y'all, if y'all hear me say and y'all like, might even think I'm crazy, I'm not gonna be mad at it. You know, because a lot of stuff, y'all, anybody that gets on my lives, y'all see me going forward. A lot of stuff I might breadcrumb, and then I might come back to you later and explain exactly what I mean by it. So don't think that if I mention something and I didn't explain it, that I'm not gonna go back to it. Even if it's not on this live, I'll come back to you and probably explain it all. You know, I know most of the stuff I know, a lot has been kept from us. I know my anatomy is changing more than the average neuromelanated being. Like how I was explaining on my video yesterday. I'll say it again because it's new people that's seeing what I'm saying. Um, just like how you see certain Europeans looking like tomatoes, but then you see other Europeans that's not that red yet. You get what I'm saying? Certain people's cells are deteriorating faster than other inorganic people. But just because you're not red and you're unnatural, that doesn't mean that you're not going to turn red like that too. You are. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this to make you scared. I'm just saying this from a reality standpoint. Now, the same thing is happening on the opposite end for people that's on the better end, that's natural to this planet, they have a biological connection. You might see some black people that's more advanced right now than other black people as far as like what's been taken from us and really who we are and all that information, esoteric and all of that, right? Because certain ones of us, our anatomy is changing faster. Same way some people's anatomy is breaking down faster, same way people's anatomy is changing faster. You know what I'm saying? So it's some of us that's getting these downloads and getting this information through our genetic codes. We're receiving it faster. You know what I'm saying? We're radiating a lot faster than some of the other next neuromelanated beings. You know, they're not gonna tell you this, but this is what's happening. You know, and just think about it, y'all. With anything, not even just this type of stuff. Whenever it's something that people don't understand, what's the first thing that they do with it? Right off is crazy, right? Oh, that nigga's crazy. He's schizophrenic. Sounds like a psychological problem, right? People fear what they don't understand, you know? And not only do people fear what they don't understand, they don't even like you'll damn near have to fight someone to get someone to look into something you're saying for those people that will get mad at something they don't understand. You get what I'm saying? Like they won't be like, I don't understand this, or let me look this up before I write this person off as crazy or think that they're this. Let me really look into what they're saying. Maybe let me look up this terminology because I never heard this word before. Instead of thinking this person's just psycho and they're just making up a word in their mind. This is actually a real word that actually has meaning to it. You know what I'm saying? Like people are really ignorant, you know? So it's like you can't I know most people have undeveloped brains. You know, what you eat is connected to your psychological state. You know what I'm saying? Pieces of people's brain, different parts is being hit right now due to the radiation. You know, like it's a lot that's happening that's changing at a fast rate. You get what I'm saying? So, where are you at? I'm in the Commonwealth. Um, but the majority though of me saying all this, y'all, I'm saying this to say I don't want anything bad to happen to nobody. I don't. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all, off of me knowing really what's taking place, me as a neuromelanated being, um, I'm embarrassed. You know, I'm embarrassed because, and all of us organic people should be embarrassed. We should be very embarrassed because, and I know that that's a lot of the reason why we don't want to take accountability for it and ignore it like we don't know what's going on. A lot of us right now, how far we are, because the worst thing for a neuromelanated being is to feel like somebody took advantage of him. And man, did we get taken advantage of, you know? But it wasn't like we just got taken advantage of from the complex cell organism, y'all. We got taken advantage of. We got taken advantage of from our own species. That's organic. That's natural to the planet. You got to remember, and a lot of this stuff that we capitulate in, or they want us to stay connected to, right? Tell me or not, is it one of us that's in them positions that's right there in the forefront? So you're as a neuromelanated being, when you see that, you like, oh yeah, this is good. Let me take part in this. I see a black man right there. I'm gonna sign this. Oh, this is beneficial for me. I see a black one a woman up there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. This is for my growth, right? You're not even gonna question it. You see one of us, right? It'd be like on that type of time. So it's that same concept that's used consistently, y'all, towards having us associate ourselves with stuff that's harmful to us or not for the betterment of us or our offspring. You get what I'm saying? And it's it's really insane. Like when you really understand how this goes about, you know, um, I'm gonna just give y'all starters of words to like look up and stuff. Like look up prokaryotic cell, prokaryotic single cell. Look up eukaryotic cell, the multicellular organism, the complex cell organism. Complex because how did all those animals come together to make one organism that wouldn't naturally reproduce by themselves? And then who did that? You know what I'm saying? This is stuff that you need to think about. Um, but like I said, when I talk to doctors, if I talk to your scientists, they not gonna think I'm crazy. You know, they not gonna think I'm crazy. You know, I talk to doctors all the time. I talk to surgeons. I be talking to them all the time. Whenever I even see them in the street, I talk to them. Like, I be on point with shit. You know, and the first thing that they ask me is like, they be so amazed. They be like, man, they be like, how do you? They be like, how do you know this? And you didn't go to school for this. I'm like, cause that you hit it right there. If I would have went to school for this, I probably wouldn't have found out because they teach anatomy from the complex cell organism standpoint. You hear what I'm saying? All the people that's in the medical field that's aware of this, most likely because they found it out themselves. My ex is a traveler. She's been in the medical field for over 15 years. You know what I'm saying? And her ex is a fucking sheriff, a fucking slave catcher for Forestville. You get what I'm saying? And she got twins with this nigga. You feel me? And I was just trying to explain to her when I first met her about anatomy and genetics, and she was looking at me like, "You can't tell me shit because, I went to school for this." A lot of times we think that when we got these degrees through the genocidal educational system, and they tell you the truth with the lie in it. It's just if you catch it. But we look at that as what's the word I'm looking for? Of like the highest status. We'd be so proud. We'd be so proud to so-called graduate from this genocidal educational system on whatever level it is. When a lot of this information is information to keep you locked down and not seeing stuff for how it is. You know what I'm saying? Over time, to have a psychological effect. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, she apologized to me and she's like, you know what? Like I see what you were saying, and what she pointed out was literally what I'm saying, like that all the books and how they was teaching her from the eukaryotic cell standpoint. So they wasn't teaching like, okay, some people are the eukaryotic cell and some people are the single cell organism. You get what I'm saying? It's just everybody's the eukaryotic cell. You get what I'm saying? Everybody's complex. I don't have multiple animals that make me up as an organism. I don't share DNA from multiple animals at all. You get what I'm saying? At all. I don't have that. You know, they can't get inside my cells. It's coded. You can't get inside it. They've been trying to do it for years, centuries, like experimentations in which that still happen today, and they still can't find out. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all no lies right now. You can look up them experimentations from the 1600s, 1700s. Like they didn't just start recently medically and mentally evaluating our children wrongfully, or as if we're them, knowing we're us. You know what I'm saying? Like that didn't just. You really gotta really realize what you're living in. You know what I'm saying? I'm a crusty hacker. I love you, man. I'm listening. Nah, you're not crusty. Don't speak about yourself like that, man. You're like, and I really mean this. I'm getting goosebumps saying this right now. I mean this from my soul. Um, if you're inorganic, if you are natural, even if not European, anyone with animal DNA, if you have animal DNA and you're able to understand what I'm seeing without trying to attack me or thinking I'm racist, or you can even look into anatomy and see what I'm saying for yourself and be like, damn, he's right. You as an inorganic being, bro, I got a lot of respect for you. Because as your anatomy is shutting down for the worst right now, the animals that make you up, you know how hard that is for you to gravitate towards this information without hating me because of who I am? You get what I'm saying? I respect you, bro. I respect you, bro, because your own species will turn their backs on you because they don't want to take accountability for none of this shit. And they never will, even on their way out. I'm gonna be honest. They're not taking no accountability. You see as your species, majority of them are looking like tomatoes right now, right? And this is as red as like y'all never been, because y'all never been on a planet without the ozone layer. You know what I'm saying? And as this is picking up, you see like it's like basically like your species is still coming outside like regularly, like everything is everything, just with the shades on and the sun barrels and stuff, hiding from the sun, but as if like it's not the sun that's giving them complications, and they know it is. You know what I mean? Even if they don't know specifically genetics. So it's like, bro, like I'm saying this like the level of hiding truth. That's why the sun is revealing it right now. The sun is separating us. So we're forced to see what's what and who is who, regardless of whether they want it to be said or not. You know what I'm saying? So now, like, I respect you, man. I got a lot of respect for you, bro. Anybody that's unnatural, that can understand what's being said and what's being done, without having their attached feelings. You get what I'm saying? I have a lot of respect for you. You feel me? Because one thing that's certain about all this shit coming out, this is something that's definite, in which I'm gonna tell you. We are being separated off of our genetic makeup. This is true, right? But it's even a bigger separation that's happening from us, that regardless of genetic makeup, it's the split that's happening from the people that can understand this and what Mother Nature is doing and how it's affecting everybody, regardless of whatever side you're on, and then the people that's trying to run from it. Because just as much as it's inorganic people that's trying to run from the truth, or that we're being separated and stuff and act like everything is everything, when it hasn't felt how it's felt for a while, and the genocide has been bad for a while, right? It's even neuromelanated people that's running away in that same way, because they're more connected to your system off of the destruction that's been done to them, more than the complex cell organism alone. You feel me? Please understand what I'm saying. Think about what I'm saying right now. You know, you see every day a black person out here that is acting more white than a so-called white person, whatever that would be them acting like. Let's be real. You know what I mean? And you know, as an inorganic person, that black man has gave up on himself so much of that he wants to everything down to the T put out, as if like he don't look like this because he want to be respected more. You get what I'm saying? In the system that's set up, you know, we all know him. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's insane. You know, it's insane. And like I said, all these attacks are on us as this is coming about, but it's just a beautiful time for us, y'all. Because so now, like, I really appreciate you as a human being on here and saying that and having that growth. I'll tell you and any other human beings unnatural that would get on here and hear what I'm saying, that can really see what's taking place on the planet with our sun separating us right now, right? Know that you're gonna have your own species come at you kind of crazy, you know. Some of y'all already know. In the same way how me as a neuromelanated being, I got other neuromelanated beings that's coming at me because I'm speaking about stuff that they either don't know or they already know but don't have the heart to speak about. And I'm ruthless with it. You know what I'm saying? So basically what I'm saying, regardless of whatever side you're on speaking truth about what's taking place, you're going to get hatred right now. Because people, while all this truth is coming out and people, regardless of their genetic makeup, are seeing it what it is, it's people that's trying to protect toxicity, whether they look at it like that or not, by acting like nothing's going on while more is happening by the day. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, it's almost like they're trying to spiritually attack the people that's aware and speaking about truth in a lot of different shapes, ways, and forms to stop almost them speaking truth. But it's too much of people that's starting to be aware of what's going on now around the other people that's using cognitive dissonance. It's almost like impossible now, you know? Because it's not even just the internet, social media, but you got to think about it. Look what Mother Nature's doing. Mother Nature is destroying way too much for, you know what I'm saying, for it not to be noticed. It's way too much activity in the sky for them to ignore so-called UFOs and stuff like how they did in the past, or close Operation Blue Book. That's why they had to open it back up, because a lot of our brothers and sisters are already here, more on the way, but a lot of them are already here. You can't not talk about something that majority of everybody is seeing all over the world, in the states, out the states. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny that. You know, you have to speak about it. Even if you're gonna speak about it and lie and not tell the truth about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's really real right now, y'all. I'm just happy that righteousness is all coming in attack for children's sake. You know what I'm saying? Not even just for our species, but for children. You know, that's so crazy to me that everybody could just be worried about their personal life surviving in a monetary system, while inhumane stuff are being done to children. You know, people are like, oh, just because my child is okay, I'm not worried about any other child outside of me that's in harm's way. You know, what type of psychological damage is that? How desensitized have we really became? You know, people are more worried about going to Starbucks and getting their coffee in the morning. You know, So that's why. So the more that I see that people try to ignore realness and real issues that's taking place, and try to live a regular life like nothing is happening, and they can see with their own mind to stand up and speak about stuff, and their tears are not here, the more I'm very very happy that Mother Nature is destroying this shit, and the sun is separating us, and all this is taking place, y'all. It's very very necessary, you know. That's all I'm saying mainly about all of this. A lot of stuff that I touched on without going deep in detail on it, I will in the future. I know the past lives I kind of been kind of just rambling on. Y'all got to realize I'm a prisoner of war. Um, and like I always say, there's no greater depression as an organic being on this planet, knowing that you come from the mother of all humanity, and then you seeing everything that's happening on your planet and really what's against you besides what they're letting you know what's against you. You know what I'm saying? That's a that's the biggest test. It's the biggest test to even be aware of it. Then it's the biggest test to deal with the people around you that's not aware, or aware and acting like they're not aware. These are all mental attacks. You get what I'm saying? And you got to be mentally strong to combat that, not be reactive, right? Um, Still take a stance in all ways in which people are trying to spite you and spiritually attack you as this shit is taking place. You get what I'm saying? So, um, like I said, you know, all y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Peace, power, abundance to everybody. Everyone that came in here, you know what I'm saying, said whatever they needed to say. You know, peace, power, abundance to y'all. Um, you know, I apologize that I had to put some people on timeout. You know what I'm saying? But certain stuff that was said that in the time that it was said, I felt like it should have been more respectful. So I had to put them on timeout. You know what I'm saying? And that's me being gracious. So, but one thing I do want to say is this though. Um, with all due respect, I I miss my baby. And y'all know I love y'all. Like I'm not gonna lie, my teeth not even brushed right now and shit. Like I'm about to like freshen up and all of that. I'm getting on here, but just to give y'all information. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all can't say I don't. But like I've been doing it for a while though, as far as giving y'all information in the worst cases or whatever I was going through and all of that. Nobody can say that. That's why when the grid actually crashed, like I'm not giving out no information, nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, I prepared y'all. I said this, I said that. I gave warnings. I was out in public amongst people ignoring it. I did all and everything. Basically, y'all people might be mad at me when I say this, but this is some real spill though. Basically, how y'all knew of Jesus being like, right? Y'all know how Jesus was. How Jesus was around the prostitutes. He was around all the stuff in which people look at negatively, but he was like bringing truth to those people and trying to save those people and stuff like that. While he was ignored, laughed at, and everything, right? I'm basically like Jesus, you know. I'm gonna be honest with you. Amongst all the people and all the stuff that's of low vibration, when I'm just trying to bring truth and bring light to the stuff that shouldn't have even been about or came about, people are trying to stop me from doing so, even if they don't even look at it that way when they're spiting me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be telling y'all, it's like, what are you being used by? Are you being used to create and bring forth positivity, right? Real truth? Or are you being used to stop somebody speaking truth, go against the natural way of things? You know what I'm saying? Because you're being used for one or the other, whether you want to look at it or not. But that's just something for you to think about, for everybody to think about that got on this live as we going forward. And I feel like I'm just going to leave y'all with that, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, man. This is a Rude Points of RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. Shout out to all my guys and goddesses and all high vibrational human beings. You know what the fuck it is, man. Peace, power, abundance to everybody. Gratitude.